Hello, everybody. This is Danny and Wanda from Deep South Homestead. Yeah. We're just trying to make sure everything's quiet before we get started here. That's probably an abrupt way to start a video, but
kinda, sorta.
It is what it is. Yes. And we will just sit here. We'll patiently wait for someone to pop in.
They'll be here before you know it.
And when they come in, they'll all come in at once. Everybody will be just...
Everybody's at the jamboree.
Oh, the Broussard's Jamboree or where?
Bayou Bash.
Bash.
Hello,
yeah.
Brenda. A lot of people are at the Bayou Bash today.
Yeah.
They got there yesterday. Looked like they're having a lot of fun. Way too much fun.
It does look like they're having a good bunch of fun. And that's good, because that's really, what a lot of people is all about, just having a good time with fellow like-minded people. We've done that at our gathering, so we're...
And I'm sorry, guys, I'm sleepy.
Hey, Miss Ashley.
Tracy,
good to see
Florida
you.
Homesteader.
Yeah. I guess everybody's notifications is just popping in.
Probably.
Yeah, our time's probably a little different. There's Miss Denise, Breathe, Jennifer, and Deep South Texas.
Deep South Texas got some nice Cherokee tan pumpkins.
Really?
Yeah, you saw it.
Oh, I did. Yes, I did. He harvested.
You?
I know it. I've watched so much stuff here lately. So.
Yeah, he harvested, I think, 8, but his vines were going all over the place.
Yeah.
And if you guys hadn't seen our Cherokee tan versus Seminole pumpkin collaboration, check out the playlist. There's a lot of people in that playlist, and I'm waiting on some of them to send me videos on their progress, because some of them sent me where they planted or was fixing the plant, but I hadn't seen how well they did. And oh, Ashley, come on.
Yeah, come on, girl. That's what we're saying. I'm sitting here looking at that.
Deep South Texas, I think, is the first one to harvest.
I do believe they were.
I think he was the first one to have plants like huge.
Yeah.
And now he's first one to harvest. And I've seen quite a few others, like Green Thumb Gardening.
Green Thumb, yep.
He's got them growing all over the place. Hoss Tools, guys.
Oh, God. Hoss Tools has the most awesome Cherokee tan pumpkins we've ever seen grown.
Yeah, and they're going crazy for them, and they are loving it. And so you can check out Hoss Tools, too. All the playlists. The Cherokee tan pumpkins seem to be doing good for everybody but us.
Yeah, we didn't put a lot of effort into it this year, though. We had the cabin going, so we didn't put a lot of it in there.
We've just been kind of slack this year. Yeah. We said we were going to be food all the way, and we've really been kind of slack.
We've had a bad year for growing. And Tracy said she's had her first best year for tomatoes, and she said thank you to us. Not sure what part we played in that, but you're welcome.
Jan says one of her Cherokee tans is growing up a tree. Great, I want to see.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Frank and Mary said they have one growing in a cattle feed pot, and it's doing well.
Good.
Where are we at in Mississippi? We are 30 miles north of the Mississippi Gulf Coast. All sand and
hills and heat.
And humidity and...
The Rose Family Homestead 19 said there was at Walmart, North Carolina, there was a note on the shelf about shortages of canned vegetables, no sugar. I actually have been doing some research. And there is, Walmarts do have a shortage.
Yeah.
They're actually putting out things saying they have a shortage.
All right, Mark is from Leaksville, which is what?
Leaksville's
3 hours.
No. Leaksville's about 45 minutes from here.
Really?
Yeah.
Then where is Leaksville? Because I'm not.
You go down here to Bendale.
I'm sorry, guys. Hold on.
You go to Bendale, hit 53 going north. And you run 53 north to 98, and you take 98 over, and then you hit a Leaksville Road. I don't know what the name of the road is.
What towns are you going through?
You go from Bendale to McLean, and then from McLean down. Just go down and then you're straight to Leaksville.
Okay, so I thought you were way up north. So
no.
Greene County. Okay,
Greene County.
If you just said Greene County, I know where it's at.
Yeah, I thought you wanted to know, because I went to Leaksville for this land. I had to go to Leaksville to pay this land off that we were on.
But I didn't know Greene County,
yeah,
Leaksville. I was thinking Leaksville was way up north.
It was Hal Turner and Stacy McLeod were the owners of they were the realtors over this property here, and the Bank of Leakesville
I
held
see
the
a
note.
lot of people popped in. Yeah, I got a slight headache, and I'm having trouble reading this too. How is the
Pemberley,
new tractor doing?
the new tractor is doing just great. Pemberley Farms, hello.
Christina wants to know, is Walmart the only store having signs for shortages? Well, I ran in
Went into Piggly
Piggly
Wiggly.
Wiggly today and picked up some lemons and.
Oh, look at that, from Summerall. Kim from Summerall.
Hey, Kim.
WDW, mommy.
I bet I might know Kim. I bet she'd know my family.
Wanda's from Summerall.
Well, actually from Columbia, but I lived in Summerall.
You've been living in Summerall your whole life.
All of my kids are in Summerall, so yeah, I would probably know somebody. But anyway.
Jennifer said their Cherokee tan pumpkins are doing awesome. They have tons of baby pumpkins.
Good. I can't wait. So I went in Piggly Wiggly, but I didn't go to the canned aisle.
Excuse me, guys.
If y'all were talking about cans, or were you talking about fresh veggies? Now, the fresh veggies at Piggly Wiggly, they had a decent supply. They weren't out of anything because I picked up lemons and bananas and can't remember. Was that it in that section?
I did not go in the store with you because we had just come back from the U-Pick and we had lots of stuff in the back of the truck and I didn't want somebody to just walk off with it.
Yeah, it's kind of important. And we got a video on that Monday.
We do have a video on that Monday. Mama tried. I really don't know what to do for pickle worms. They attack our squash a lot of times and our cucumbers, and we are constantly having problems with them. So it's not good.
All these comments, y'all, my brain is not processing as fast as it should be tonight. I will check our Walmart tomorrow and see what they have. That's Florida Homesteader. We haven't been in Walmart in a few days.
It's actually been a week or so since we've been in Walmart.
Yeah. And our Walmart is rearranging. So it would be hard to know if they're out of anything because if you want milk, it's over in the underwear section or something. I mean, they're almost back to normal, but they're still moving stuff, and it is very difficult.
Rockin' Pete Ranch says they've been picking hornworms like big time, and it's the time of the year it is. And two, if you have any kind of lights next to your tomato plants or pepper plants, yes. The moths will come to that light and they'll go to your plants every time. So if you have any lights next to them, turn them off. Yeah, a lot of people plant like near their house and they have these outside lights. Yeah. And they don't realize what they're doing. And so we had to think of that possibility with the peppers. We have those, what are they, solar lights. Yes, the solar lights. And Danny had them, and he had to make sure he moved them away from the peppers because he didn't want attracting the bugs or moss to them. Okay. I met somebody. I was in. That is true. We don't know who they were. If you were the people, let us know. He introduced himself. He's from, what did I tell you? Loosedale. And so the guy and his dad, and I talked to him just a second, Piggly Wiggly. And then when I got out, a lady was sitting in a vehicle and she said, hey, and I said, hey to her and walked off. And when I got in the truck, I was telling Danny I met somebody inside. He said, well, that lady over there was with those guys. And I go, oh, okay. I said, I'm sorry. I should have been a little more. Yeah, we just went and talked, I guess. But we were in a hurry to get home. And I didn't even think about it until he mentioned that they were all together. So, hey, from Loosedale, whoever. I don't know names. Yeah, I never knew. I know the lady got out of the truck and stayed outside the truck for a while right there in front of me. But I was like, I had no clue. Yeah. She should have talked. Until somebody says something. I mean, she said, hey, and I said, hey. But, I mean, I didn't know if she actually. Here in the South, people say, hey, all the time. And you just. Yeah. Hey, they're just courteous. When you walk by, everybody goes, hey, how you doing? And we're like, oh. Fine. You really don't want to know. So you don't stop. You just go, hey, how you doing? And keep walking. It's kind of part of it. Yeah. That's kind of how we do. But I don't know. We had, I guess if you wanted to deal with some of your stuff, it's going to get hot in here. We should have brought the little fan out of the bedroom and plugged it in here. You want me to go get it? It's going to get really hot. We turned the air conditioner off and I had it really cool in here. And so I mean, I'm okay. I'm okay for the moment, but it will eventually get hot. We're gonna let Miss Wanda go get the little fan to go in here. She has hot flashes and she can't actually do the heat thing. So tonight, Wanda told me that we were going to be talking about about old wives' tales. And I told her, I says, wow, I hadn't really thought about old wives' tales in a long time, you know. And I told her, I says, but we'll wait and see how that goes because I'm not really sure how far we'll get into that. But the bed now, guys, the bed was, it turned out to be pretty awesome. You know, it was just one of those things that it was really a work in progress, I guess, if you wanted to say, because we really, to be honest with you, we really built the bed, and then we had to think about what we wanted to do with the bed. So I think I wanted to put some pictures up here of the bed. I'm pretty sure she did. Let's look at one of the pictures of the bed here for a minute.
Can you move over and let me sit here?
Yeah. Okay,
Take that with you.
this is the headboard to the bed.
If I do this, it's gonna be making a racket. Yeah, I'm rearranging.
Wanda's in here rearranging our room right now, which is perfectly fine.
I gotta have some air.
Yeah, and we put the K in it for our last name, and lots of people said, well, you know,
what is your
last name? And we told them, we said, well, it's out there, you know, and we're not afraid of it.
Because Danny is a king. Well, I married a king.
Yeah, this is.
So I always joke that I'm married to a king.
Yes.
And somebody said it's a bed fitting for a king, and I said, yeah, and it's queen. So. Yeah.
So we put the big K in there for our last name, and it turned out really, really nice. Just.
I get that wind blowing.
Yeah, she gets a wind blowing look here. It had to be a hand of God for us to be able to find that tree that was like the perfect angle.
Yeah.
It just, I don't think I could ever look again and find it. Matter of fact, that was really the only fork and limb I found on a sassafras.
It's only a queen size. A king size would not have fit in the room and us be able to walk.
King size wouldn't even fit. Queen almost didn't fit.
We have, you know, about what?
We got like,
side?
maybe 16 inches, maybe 16 inches all the way around the bed. It's not much.
It's not much. So nothing else goes in the bedroom.
Yeah, that bedroom is strictly a bed.
We wanted to minimalize, so it is going to be minimalized.
Oh yeah, very definitely. So. But now the other part of the bed, which was the footboard, was I actually sit back and done a drawing. This isn't.
Well, what started out, we couldn't figure out what we wanted to put on there. And we had lots and lots of ideas. I can't remember what was the first one.
The first one, you just went on the internet and you copied off something and you traced it off.
Well, no, you mentioned the cabin. You said you wanted to put a scene.
Yeah, I want to put a cabin scene on the bed.
And so I went and looked for a cabin scene, and nothing I saw looked like something we wanted on the bed. So, what we did, I went online and kept looking and looking and looking, and finally I found one cabin that was a sketch that resembled our cabin, but it wasn't anything really close. So I handed it to Danny and I said, here, can you change that enough? And so he started playing around with it, and after a while he just threw it down and said, why don't I just sketch the cabin myself? And if you can see, he sketched it and then he wood burned it. And the orange we just liked because we're orange. I mean, everything about us is orange.
Yeah. Sheila says, I don't mean to get too personal, but Wanda has the most beautiful hair.
I don't like my hair.
She hates her hair. And I'm constantly telling her, you have beautiful hair.
It's aggravating. It's too thick. And that's why I've got it pulled back, because it's hot. So, I saw somebody, trying to think. Okay, maybe I didn't. I thought I saw something unless I missed it.
If you had an idea, I could tell you because I was looking at most of the comments.
Okay.
But anyway, let's look here. I mean, this is what the bed looks like for those of you who haven't seen the video.
Yeah, go back and watch the video.
Go back and watch the video. This is the actual bed in the room. With Wanda picked out a very nice comforter and pillowcases. It's just, it really, really is nice. Now I don't know what is these. He just says image.
Oh, one of them, I don't remember which one.
There we
Okay,
go.
this is how you know you are a redneck gardening fool.
Yes.
Because Danny was in there, he did not buff out the floors before we put the bed in there. It's a man thing. So I did not want sawdust all over everything while he's in there buffing those floors in the living room, because there was still an opening in the wall where things could come through onto the bed. We've since rectified all this, but during that time, I took row cover. This is what this is.
This is floating row cover.
This is floating row cover on the bed. I got the comforter from J.C. Penney's. Somebody was asking, how's your ochre recovery? It really isn't. It isn't. It's just kind of.
It's just barely holding its own. And this
is the beginning of the
inside of our cabin, next to the bedroom.
Yeah, going from the bedroom into the living room. And we will have videos on that on Patreon, hopefully within the week. Maybe.
We should have some videos up on Patreon about some of the work going on inside the cabin.
And then we're going to start, I've got to rearrange some of the videos and redo some to make it what I want for YouTube. And so we'll start showing some of the cabin progress in the future.
We are going to start showing in the future the cabin build, but it's going to be in the future.
Yeah, I've got to be able to redo some of the videos, and I've got to be able to put some of them together, and we're not going to show as much step by step that we're doing. And in the last 2 months, we don't even show step by step because he's been one place, I've been another, and I do good to get snapshots. So we're going to have to do some talking. It's going to be a long, drawn-out thing.
Paul says, what making are you getting done to your house? I'm not sure I understand what that means.
Yeah, I don't. Where's Patreon? I can't.
Couldn't find this.
Look in our descriptions. I redid the descriptions in our videos, and it has a link. Hopefully it works, the link to Patreon. I've got links to everything we do now. The t-shirts we have on have links down in the description. Yeah. I've tried to fix it where you can see it a little better. It's not as jumbled. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while. So on Crazy Days and Deep South, it gives you a little bit more of how to find us in any way, shape, or form. And hopefully all the links work.
Hopefully, because people have told us sometimes they don't work.
I've been trying all week to get that done.
Yeah. Have you considered making a few pieces of furniture in the future for some extra money? Not really. Right now, we're trying to get all the furniture made for the cabin. Once the furniture is all made for the cabin, we'll just have to see.
Oh, should we tell them kind of why?
Why?
This winter.
Oh. Should we?
Yeah. They'll know eventually. This winter, we hope to spend the winter in the cabin, which means we've got a lot of work, and so that's why we're pushing really, really hard. Hopefully, we will be able to stay there. We won't have it finished by no means. It's going to be very...
Unless a miracle happens and this heat goes away.
Yeah. And so it's going to be very primitive in some ways, but very nice in others. So the bed was the one main comfort that we knew we needed.
Yeah, we needed that right off the bat.
Sleeping on the air mattress just don't do it.
I mean, we've been doing it, but it's been kind of tough.
Yeah, it's very tough.
When you move, it's like a water bed. When you move, the other person on the other side just kind of flops around too.
And I'm used to a king-size bed, and it's really not fun when you're like this close and you move. So the bed was a biggie. The floor is something we're working on now.
We're working on the floor now. Not the finished floor, but we're putting down we're actually putting down the felt as a vapor barrier.
Yeah.
And then we're putting the plywood down on the floor. I don't think we have that one.
No, I didn't. I thought I took a picture of it. I did today, but I didn't get it in there. So
we didn't get it put in, so we're going to pull that back more so we can get to this one.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, he's working on putting that second flooring down, and it's not the finished floor.
Right.
So, but it's smooth, so it's okay to walk on instead of that
Right.
chipped board. I don't know what you
Well,
call
the
it.
wafer board, or OSB, let's just call it
Yeah.
OSB, 3/4 inch tongue and groove flooring, leaves little splinters sticking up on it all the time. And when you're walking, they stick to your socks and stuff, or they stick in your foot. So we just try to get some good, smooth exterior luan down on the floor so that we have something smooth to walk on.
Yeah, and then he started on the staircase, and
Yes, we have the stairwell built to go upstairs
to the loft.
To the loft.
And
Yes.
there'll be a video on some of that, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll get it done soon.
Oh, thanks, Chip. You guys got me started preserving. Much thanks. Well, you are more than welcome. I'm glad to see that you're getting into what's going on because of the things that's coming in the future.
We've been canning a lot, even though we've been working on the cabin. We've been canning a good bit,
Yeah.
And then we've had Freedom Acres in and out, and she is helping can, and she's just been working like crazy. And she's had she's hooked on salsa. I don't know what we're gonna do with her.
I don't know what we're gonna do with her on the salsa.
But I'm almost afraid that we're gonna have 500 jars of salsa before long. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Knowing her, it's gonna be a lot of salsa.
It's
squash and salsa.
Yes. Yes. Well, we're planning on making some relish at some point.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little relish. She's done a lot. She finished the potatoes that we wanted done. We got all the potatoes done, and she made soup. Anything, little giblets of anything she could find, she's throwing in soup, and it's canned. It's ready to eat. So that helps us that we know we might be able to go to the cabin this winter and have something that we don't have to sit and do a lot of cooking and all this stuff. And so we're got chips. Hey, I bought up chips today. That's the guy in the store. I'm sitting holding chips, bananas, and onions, and I'm going, and you know, I'm deep south. We're supposed to be raising our food. I'm going, I'm in here to buy stuff that we don't usually buy, that we can't grow. And chips is one of them because we have to have chips. I don't know.
Oh.
All right, where'd our list go?
Well, this one over there, there was something else. I had a thought that went right away. Somebody said something about
bread and butter relish, yeah. And so we're hoping soon to, at least by the time it cools off. Right now it's really hot, and the nights we stay over there, we might. Oh,
I know what it was.
We take our little mini generator that it runs this little fan for 4 hours. So after 4 hours, if it cools off at night, we're fine. But right now it's pretty hot all night, so we haven't.
Yeah, it's hot all night right now.
We haven't tried it yet.
The question was asked, what do I think about the earthquakes that's going on in California?
Well, thank you, Vicky.
Yes, Vicky, thank you so much. Let me say this: there's a lot of controversy around these earthquakes, mainly because they're happening around the Mojave Desert. And there is speculation. Now, I'm not saying this is actually true because they have had a swarm of like 100 earthquakes in the last few days.
Yeah.
There is a speculation that the United States military has detonated some nukes underground, and it has I don't know what that was, but
I don't know either.
It just landed on me. Has detonated some nukes underground, and it has caused this shift in the tectonic plates to actually cause these earthquakes. Now, if that's true, I don't know. I don't have 100% truth. I can't prove it. I just have some information that's been given to me.
Now, one lady here, My Visla, or something like that, is in California. She didn't feel them. But we have a friend, Jen, at the Nut House.
JM at the Nut House.
She's approximately 3 hours away, further south than them. And she said it rattled their walls. It didn't break anything, but it rattled the walls. And she said she's watching because from there it could go through, what is it, Kansas? I can't remember the states. There are several states.
Yeah.
And I think
well, it falls on
the fault line, it comes down through Mississippi, and we're at the bottom of this thing, guys. So if it goes this way from California toward the east and follows the fault line, we're at the very bottom of it. So it could affect any of us.
Adam says, gas in my car in the garage was gurgling. from the swaying.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty.
I saw one with a swimming pool. They videoed the swimming pool, guys. The swimming pool looked like the ocean. The whole concrete and the water was moving.
That's amazing to me how the earth can
and
do
it
that.
did not break the pool.
That's amazing.
The whole thing was moving, and there were waves just going. That was just really freaky. I would be screaming.
I don't know what I'd do. I mean, I've never actually been in one. I can only imagine what it would be like.
Yeah.
It's just one of them things that I don't know how I don't know if our house would stand it on these blocks. It might fall off.
I don't know that they put. I don't know if they put their houses on.
They probably don't.
They probably on the slabs or something.
Southern Blessed Homestead said her daughter and family's out there, but they were okay. But it was scary.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
It's according to what part of California.
Yeah, this was in the
southern
part of California. They said they got some rain in Texas today. Temperature dropped 10 degrees. Wow. Feels great, guys.
It did that last week for us.
We would give anything for rain right now. I mean, literally.
We're not going to have any for 3 or 4 more days at least. They
want to know, are we going to swap old WivesTales? They said that would be interesting.
Okay. Yes, we are going to talk about those. Just getting this other stuff out of the way. Okay. I only wrote down a few, so we'll talk about these.
We'll talk about these. You throw up some of them that you've heard of. I'm going to throw one out there that everybody used to say when we were kids. Now, when you sit down to eat, son, you better eat your carrots because it'll make you have good eyes like a rabbit. You know. So.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You can eat, huh?
We got one.
Somebody got it, I think.
Nope. Guys, Josh LaSure, somebody, I don't have time right now. Just take that. There you go. Thank you, Denise.
Yeah, so eating your carrots, that might not be a wives' tale exactly, because eating carrots it has been proven to help with your eyesight. But
yes,
that was something that the old people said because they just wanted you to eat your veggies. I mean, they probably had something with everything, but carrots stuck. Some of these wives' tales are still told today.
Oh, lots of them are still told today. Like one of my saying here, can't swim an hour after eating.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember many times.
Remember that? Everybody said, "Oh, you can't go swimming because you just eat."
Sit for an hour.
Yep.
And if we went out 10 minutes before the hour was up, they were like, "You know, you're going to have a stomach ache," and we're like, "I don't care. It's plenty of time. We got to go."
Yeah, Mr. John put up, if birds fly inside your house, someone's going to die. Gemini, you didn't have to take Mr. John out.
Yeah, put Mr. John back up. That wasn't a bad thing. He was just putting one of the
all right
things up.
Yeah, put that back up. Brenda?
Freedom Acres fixed it.
Okay. Don't sleep with your socks on or your feet will get no rest. Maybe that's why I'm tired all the time.
Take them off.
It
drives me crazy.
I sleep with my socks on because the fan's running at night. My feet get cold, even in the summertime. So maybe that's what the problem.
If your hand itches, you're gonna get money. Oh, that would be nice.
Oh, that would be great.
But my hands don't itch.
Mine does. I got a place right there that itches all the time.
Yeah, but you got something.
Some boo-boo in my hand.
Yeah. One of them, picking up a penny from the ground will bring you good luck. That's just really hard to say if it is true or not, because you could pick up a penny and you might have good luck and you might not. So it's just a wives' tale. And the other one is if the penny's on tails,
you'll have bad luck.
You'll have bad luck if you pick it up. So don't pick it up. So that's really hard to prove one way or another.
Yeah.
It really happens.
Oh, Amanda put up one, if your nose itches, someone's coming for a visit.
Yes.
Or Asleen said if you step on the crack, I forgot what it was there. Something
about break your back.
Yeah, step on the crack, break your mama's back.
Something like that, I think. And then one of them, if your ears are burning, somebody's talking about you, don't go to sleep with mascara on. It will break your eyelashes.
Don't go to sleep with
open an umbrella in the house. You have 11 years bad luck. Or break a mirror.
Yeah.
7 years bad luck. I mean, it's really hard to prove these things.
I said don't walk under a ladder without coming back through.
Yeah.
These are all things Alan put up. That's okay, y'all. Alan's is okay. Titus Dick's hat band. I used to say that all the time.
Yeah, and people are there's
Yeah.
I was trying to think. We've got some old sayings like well, hoop-de-doo.
Yep.
Now, when I saw this one, I just cracked up because hoop-de-doo can mean like a celebration, like
Like,
yay,
woo,
hoop-de-doo.
yeah.
But in the South, somebody can say something like, "Hey, look, I just bought a new car," and you can go hoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
You're really being very
Very
sarcastic.
sarcastic.
So you have to watch the tone in the South.
Yeah. Brad is on Bill said little boys who play with matches pee the bed.
Yeah. Stepping horse poop on a paved drive brings you good luck. But when? It ain't when you stepped in it.
Don't cross paths with a black cat. Now, my grandpa used to, if a black cat run across the road in front of our car, he'd stop and put an X on the windshield with a bar of soap or turn his head around backwards. He would do something.
His grandpa was very superstitious.
He was very superstitious. Yes.
Leave through the same door you entered.
Frank and Mary says in the South, bless your heart is not a compliment.
Well, it can be.
It can be.
Lots of times you're just like if somebody's hurt and feeling bad, you can go, bless your heart.
Bless your heart, yeah.
But if you look at them like they've lost their marbles and say, bless your heart, you're really saying you're about as stupid as a box of rocks. You know?
Exactly.
Gomer Pyle said,
hooty hoo.
Yeah.
That's the signal.
Yeah. I'd forgotten
you
about
both
that
look
one.
spiffy tonight. Remember, I mean.
Oh, your towel.
No, that's why this right here says somebody put up says
spiffy.
You both look spiffy.
Spiffy was really a big word.
It was a big word for a long time. People used it.
Gussy. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, gonna get all gussied up before we go somewhere.
Up?
Yeah, we're gonna get all gussied up.
I mean, that meant you were gonna kind of dress up. And what about don't take any wooden nickels?
Yes.
Does anybody know what don't take any wooden nickels
I gotta pick my leg up there and get some relaxation
means? Let's see if any of them say anything before you tell what it means.
Oh, wooden nickels. I mean, I think I know what it means. Yeah.
All right. Do we have any loquat? Yes, we do have loquat.
No, we don't have any loquat.
We got seeds.
We have seeds. We don't have the trees.
I planted some and I didn't get anything from them.
They didn't come up.
Yes, don't take a wood nickel. Okay, what does it mean?
Why do jars break in a water bath canner?
In a water bath?
We've never had one break.
I've never had one in a water bath do that.
Maybe they're banging together too much. The water's rolling so hard that they're banging.
Reiner said, don't let someone fool you. So that's pretty close.
That's pretty close.
Most of the time they were meaning wooden nickels plug in vending machines. Wooden nickels, someone is trying to fool you. Okay, so pretty much they're saying somebody's. So it says don't do something stupid. Don't let somebody fool you into doing something stupid. That's basically what it means. Don't take any wood nickels because they're mainly country boys going into the city to work and stuff like that. Their parents would tell them don't take any wood nickels, meaning don't let somebody talk you into doing something stupid. So fool you into doing something that you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, there's one that said penny for your thoughts.
Yeah, you don't hear that much anymore.
It means to be cautious.
Oh, in the water bath canner, 2 inches between the jars. Did you have the little?
You got to have the thing under the bottom of them.
Yeah, that gives air under.
You got to have air under the bottom of the water bath canner. I forgot about that. You got that rack that goes down in there, and they sit in a rack. Yes.
Do you have the rack? Because it shouldn't. If you don't ever sit in a water bath canner or a pressure canner, you don't sit your jars flat on the bottom of a canner. So I know that I mean, I'm not sure.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I have heard that one.
That means that if somebody gives you something, don't be. I don't know, how would you say that? Don't look down on it or something. You better be thankful. It means you need to be thankful. Don't click your garden hose together,
or you'll work here next year.
Oh, like the two.
Yeah.
Garden hose. Yeah.
If you play in the fire, you'll pee in the bed.
Oh Lord, that would keep some kids out of the fire,
If a
wouldn't it?
screech owl hollers outside your house at night, someone will die.
I heard that.
Uh,
Don't put your cart before the horse.
yeah, don't put your cart. Oh, I've heard that. Don't plant your garden before you put your fence up either. A rabbit's foot brings good luck.
Cows laying in a field means bad weather coming. Oh Lord, we have it all the time. Cows up the
our cows always lay down in the field. Yeah, I just figured they lay down until they get tired.
Throw it out.
Throw it out.
When in doubt, throw it out. Yes, that's what I'd do. I'd be throwing it out because if you open a jar and it smells weird or it looks weird, thank you. 300 people in the live chat. Wow.
Oh wow.
I didn't know there was that many.
We can't see how many's in the live chat.
We have no way.
We have all of our screens all covered up. We have no way of telling.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
I've heard that one.
Don't count your chickens.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Thanks, Chip.
You're just as cute as a.
You're as cute as a
pewter button.
Pewter button. No, I've never heard that one.
But pewter is a nice thing.
Yeah.
I have a bread tray that's made out of pewter, and I really, really like it. Then let's see.
Don't lay your hat down on the bed.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Now,
yeah, but that's actually a true wives' tale.
Well, like the carrots, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. If you eat an apple every day, you're going to be cleansing your system. Now, I don't know about these GMO apples, but Deepsouth apples would work, right? And
yeah.
Show them.
Oh, yeah. I was about to forget.
He's forgetting.
I'm about to forget here, guys.
I'm kind of leading into something. He's off there reading comments.
I'm reading comments. Look at this. This is the apples off of our tree. We picked apples today.
Yes. And so we've got more, but tell them why we haven't picked apples.
Well,
Wanda went by yesterday.
Everything was fine. And she says, Danny, we need to get the apples off the tree. I says, well, we can do it tomorrow. It's no big deal. They've been on there all summer, you know. Nope. I went out there this morning and looked. There's been a possum or something in the tree. There was apples eat everywhere. I told her,
probably at least 8 to 10 apples.
We said we have got to get these apples off the tree now. And of course, we only got the bigger ones. We didn't get any of the little ones. So as soon as the live stream's over tonight, Danny gets to go set a live trap to see if we can catch this thing and
so an apple a day. If you eat an apple a day, it should help your health. That's just what I'm saying. Don't beat a dead horse. Okay.
I have heard that one. Don't beat a dead horse. Yes.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Yep.
A watch pot never boils. Now, that one I've heard over and over.
And it actually is basically true. You can stand there and watch that pot forever, and it'll eventually boil. But you can stand there for a long time and it not boil, and turn your back and do something, it'll start boiling every time. And usually boil over.
Yes. You can't run off. This one, if you can't run with the big dogs, don't get off the porch.
Yep.
I've even said that one myself.
Drinking milk while eating fish will cause your skin to discolor. Now, I'd never heard the skin discolor, but when we were kids, I can remember them telling us, do not drink milk and eat fish because it'll make you have a sore stomach.
Yeah, make your stomach mess up.
And our school was famous for your lunch was milk.
Milk and fish sticks.
And they would give us fish sticks.
Yeah.
And I'd refuse to drink the milk. I would eat the fish sticks, but I wouldn't drink the milk because I thought it was going to make me sick.
Don't squat with your spurs on. Now, that's just kind of common sense. Especially if they're good sharp ones.
Yeah. I also saw, now, how many of you, and this is going to tell age on a lot of them, how many of you remember the Levi's jeans that had the pockets with the little brads on the back? You also don't get up next to a fire.
Back up to a wood heater.
Anything fire related and warm up, and then stand up and straighten up in some tight pants. Those little brads burn your butt. Just saying.
Oh, let's see here. Don't pee into the wind. Now, my daddy used to tell me that all the time. He said, son, there's one thing you need to learn as a boy. Never pee into the wind. You know, I just remember that. And
one is full moon makes people crazy.
Yep.
And that's really true. Because there's scientific evidence that the full moon is really, really one of those things that makes people crazy.
Leap of faith. I have never grown tobacco patch beans. I can't. I don't have any. I don't
I
even know.
wanted to grow tobacco this year, and we didn't do it. Not that I don't smoke and all that, but I wanted to grow the tobacco because it is a good wormer for animals, and I forgot it. We have the seeds, and I just forgot to do
Brad
it.
now Amarillo says, "Don't eat the yellow snow." Remember that? It's like eating the snow.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad. If it snowed, my dad would always say, "No, son, don't eat the yellow snow either."
Yeah.
Many hands make light work. Yes.
Now that one's true.
That's true.
That's a true one.
My dad used to say 10 men should be able to do the work of one bulldozer. That's what he'd always tell me. He said, "Give me 10 good men, we can do as much work as one bulldozer."
North Star, so they have a lot of yellow snow. I'm not sure I want to know why, but okay. It probably is not just from people using the bathroom on it. Don't smoke or chew or date girls that do.
Oh, Alan, I have known several girls that dipped, smoked, chewed, everything. As a matter of fact, many of the elderly women,
yeah,
the old elderly women, they used to dip and had a spittoon sitting right there where I used to always sit at.
Yeah, Sammy Jo said she worked at a bar and she said people would go nuts on a full moon.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah.
A penny found is a penny
earned.
Yes.
Yeah.
I pick up the change if I see it on the street or whatever. I stop and pick it up. I don't care. Okay, we got fireworks.
We got fireworks going off in the background, guys.
Money is money. And when I worked in the office that I did, we had rental houses. And one of the guys had moved out of a house, and I had to go in. Two of us went in to check it to make sure there was nobody there because he had not paid his rent for like 3 months. And we found it vacated, but he left everything in it, and he was a hoarder. And when we went in, you could hardly see the floor for all the junk, and there was trash everywhere and just stuff. But the one thing on the floor, even though when you would move your foot, you would see change. The lady and I that went in picked up nearly $20 worth of change a piece, just browsing through the house, not really moving anything. And the cleaning lady made right at $200 worth of change off the floor when she cleaned up. It was amazing that people just throw that change down.
Yep. Always pick up the pennies. Pee on your foot if you step on a nettle.
Country girl.
Mom always said if you pick up a penny, you're stealing from someone who lost it.
Yeah.
What was always that saying? Finders, keepers.
Losers, weepers.
Losers, weepers. Yeah.
I can remember saying that to my sisters a lot.
Yeah.
Tells you what kind of relationship we
have.
had.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Count sheep to fall asleep. Now that could be kind of a saying that's true because if you get your mind occupied enough and you're sitting there just counting, then chances are you could go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's just taking your mind off whatever the thoughts are that you're having.
See, my dad had some sayings. He would always say, "We're never going to start a new job on Friday because if we do, it'll always be bad luck through the whole job." So if ever come Friday and we had to start a new job, we knew we weren't going to work. And then they have, "Don't leave your house on Friday the 13th. It's bad luck." Behind every great man, there's a great woman. I agree with that, Vicki.
James said there was a song called "Don't Eat the Yellow Snow" by Frank
Zappa
in 1974.
1974.
We may have to Google that one. An old girlfriend aunt used to smoke a pipe.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was a big deal for some older ladies when we were young.
They dipped that bitter Garrett or sweet Garrett snuff.
Yeah.
They would. Well, our neighbors are going crazy with the fireworks.
Too many chiefs and not enough Indians.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Heard that over and
over and over. I used to say that on the job all the time. I said, "You boys, there's too many chiefs out here and not enough Indians."
Yeah, because everybody was trying to tell everybody else what to do.
Yeah, everybody wanted to be a boss.
Let's see. Does anybody know what a jalopy is?
Any of y'all ever heard of a jalopy?
Don't put your tools
up till the job is done.
That is a true statement there. The jalopy. Let's see who gets it first on a jalopy. A car. Okay.
There we go.
An old beat up car.
An old beat up car. Yep.
if you said something about your jalopy, you usually had an old car that was about to fall apart, and near junker at all.
It was really a clunker.
Yeah, clunking car. Yeah, a crappy car. That's it. That's what I'm saying. A broken down. That's what it is.
Don't mess with an old man who owns only one gun. He's good with it.
The man's the head of the house, but the woman's the neck, and it turns the head. Hey, I agree with that.
That's just true. This is true.
Butterflies in my stomach.
Yes, that's one you always hear people say. Well, I've got butterflies in my stomach. Now they don't actually have butterflies in their stomach.
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is, they're just nervous.
Put a little elbow grease in it.
Yep. My daddy's told me that many times. Someone put some elbow grease into that.
He means just scrub a little
harder. Wax on, wax off.
Just get a little tougher with it.
Loose lips sink ships.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
My dad used to tell me, son, there's two things in life you can't take back. One is a spoken word, and the other is a shot bullet.
Somebody said gas. Butterflies in your stomach means you're like stage fright. You're afraid.
It's a fear thing.
It's
nerves.
It's nerves, mainly. It could be gas.
It could be gas. Well, I don't know. I've never heard of gas called butterflies in the stomach.
Keep crying, I'll give you something to cry about. I used that with my kids.
How many times have I said that?
And actually, I had one that I had to keep doing that. He'd cry, and I'd spank him. And he'd cry, and I'd spank him. And I'd say, when you quit crying, I'll quit spanking. Because he was hard-headed. Danny did that to one of his girls.
I did that to one of my girls. Oh, one looks, okay, I'll knock you into next week.
I wonder how you do that.
Oh. When do you start picking pears, Danny?
Ours are way behind.
You start picking pears when you reach up on the tree, and the part that's attached to the tree, you take your finger. If it's a little bit soft around that, it's time to start picking them. You never let them get ripe on the tree, because if you do, they'll be rotten in the middle.
3 people can keep a secret if you get rid of
2 of them. The early bird gets the worm.
I'm going to jerk a knot in your tail.
Oh, how many times have I heard that? I'm going to jerk a knot in your tail, boy.
Dad said, boy, don't let your mouth overload your butt. I heard that one a lot,
Don't let the door hit you or the good Lord split you.
Don't eat watermelon seeds. They'll grow in your belly.
Now, don't swallow the seeds. Yeah, they'll grow in your belly. They'll come out your ears.
Yeah, the vines will come out your ears.
They come out your ears, yeah. A bird in the hand's worth 2 in the bush. Yes, I have heard that one.
Some people will climb a tree
to tell a lie before they'll stand on the ground and tell you the truth. We had a person here like that one time. My dad used to always tell me about him. A job worth doing is one that's worth doing right the first time. That was my motto on my job.
Danny. Go cut me a switch.
Oh, have I ever heard that one?
My mama, we had a plum tree. Well, actually, twin plum trees that come up, and they were like 10 feet tall. And she said, go out there and cut me a plum tree, a plum limb. And the plum limbs have these little sticker things that come out of them, and they hurt.
Fabrication Ranch says, I brought you in this world, I can take you out. Remember the older people used to say that, boy? I brought you in this world and gave you birth, I can take you out.
Cross your eyes and they'll stick. Yep.
Yeah, oh Lord, how many times have I heard that? Robert Daniel, you better not cross your eyes.
How are the neighbors' dogs?
They're still just as bad as they ever were, Chip.
They have their moments. We have some peaceful moments.
But usually it's at night now.
Now it's like
that we can't hardly
times of the night.
We have to keep a fan or a radio going at the cabin if we're going to sleep all night.
Yeah. So the human mind is like a parachute.
Doesn't work unless it's opened. I agree with that 100%.
Oh, some have had to cut willow switches.
Coffee would turn your ears black.
Oh,
I've always heard that if you drink that coffee, boy, put hair on your chest.
That's kind of hard to prove. I mean, really.
I know it. Or smack you silly.
BB gun will put
your eye out. Oh yeah, let me tell you something. Boy, be careful of that thing now. You shoot yourself in the eye.
I'm laying up a whooping on a shelf for you. Oh Lord.
You gonna open up a 55-gallon drum of whooping. Oh.
You came here with teeth. You may leave with you. Would you like to leave with teeth?
You came with your teeth. Would you like to leave with them? Don't cut them eyes at me, boy. Boy, what's the other famous one? You better not be eyeing me, boy. You better be using your peripheral vision when you look at me.
Coffee will stun your growth. Hey,
Ah,
now
isn't that
my
the truth?
daddy was bad to start. Like my little brother, he's 9 years. See, I'm 9 years younger than him. I'm 9 years older than he is. He's 9 years younger than me. My dad started him on coffee. It was like mainly it was milk and sugar with a touch of coffee in it. But he told my brother it was coffee. By the time he was a year old, he was drinking coffee with daddy every morning. He did my daughter that way, and he did my niece. Everybody that stayed any time with my dad drank coffee by the time they were a year old. But he never told them that it would he always gave it to them instead of trying to keep them from. But I remember a lot of people trying to keep them from drinking coffee at a young age. Them's fighting words.
Oh, spanking. This is going to hurt me more than it hurts you.
Life is too short. Dance with ugly women.
If you I remember this one. If you sprinkle salt on a bird's tail, you can catch it.
I heard that.
I have heard that.
I don't know if anybody.
If you get that close to sprinkle with salt, you can catch them anyway.
Gemini says coffee milk is the best.
Oh.
I can't read some.
Some of them have to delete.
If you ain't going to use your head, you might. I lost it. You might as well have 2 holes.
Oh, Alan's like, I got to pee like a racehorse.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I've heard that one. I've actually said that one.
Rubbernecking.
Rubbernecking is what happens up north to me every time I tried to drive anywhere in New York City or Connecticut or anywhere. There were people rubbernecking everywhere.
And that means they
got to stop and be nosy and see what's going on somewhere else.
If there's a wreck or something like that, that's what. Oldie still drinks coffee that way. A lot of sugar and milk with a little coffee in it. And I like my coffee with a little French vanilla. Actually, a lot of French vanilla. Probably.
You like a lot. If you eat the crust on your bread, you'll get curly hair. Maybe that's what I do.
Yeah.
Stick it where the sun don't shine.
Tickle a fish's belly and you go to sleep.
I've seen fish caught that way.
Yeah.
Well, it'll stick to your ribs, boy. Eat them grits. They'll stick to your ribs.
Yeah, if you said something stupid, Mom would say, "Did you bump your head? I will smack you so hard, your mama will feel it." I've heard that one too. Oh, sweat like a dog.
I've heard sweat like a dog. I've said that.
We've been doing that here lately when we go over to the cabin.
Yeah, I see that Frankie and Mary's got one there that says, use your head. Well, where'd it go? For something besides a. We used to say hat rack.
Yeah, to separate your ears.
Yeah.
Ain't got no brain, God.
You ain't got the brains God gave a goose.
Yeah, I've heard that one a lot. I didn't know gooses had gooses. A goose had brains.
D said if you chew too much gum, your lips will get really big. Or Mom used to tell her.
One of them was if you swallow gum, it won't digest.
Oh, it won't digest. Yeah.
It'll stick your insides together.
Yeah.
And so I was looking up that one, and it said that technically it digests just fine and goes right on through. It absorbs just like anything else. Gum does not just stay there and glue your insides together. So that's kind of
sharp as a bowling ball.
At your age, not your shoe size.
Oh man. There's a lot of things here. Cows lay down when it's about to rain. Well, we used to think that, but they get tired.
Don't do what I do. Do what I say.
That's the Apostle Paul said that in the Bible.
Golly, people do.
Oh, I remember this. If you pick up a toad and he pees on you, you'll get warts.
Yes. Not the brightest star in the sky.
Yeah. Did you just fall off that turnip wagon, boy? You're not the sharpest axe in the shed. You fell down through the ugly tree and hit every branch. Oh.
If you roll your eyes at me, I'll roll your head across the floor.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's raining cats and dogs.
Yeah.
Did you get your ears lowered?
Yeah, when you get a haircut, they always say
terrible thing. Comes in threes.
That was another
one.
Don't
play that. You'll go blind. How many things has kids been told that freaked them out? They probably have scarred for life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's a wonder any of us live through this, because
Yeah.
now everybody's so politically correct. Everything we say here tonight is probably going to be demonetized.
Oh, it probably is. It probably is. Your face is gonna get stuck like that if you keep doing that. You know.
Yeah, if you cross your eyes,
Yeah.
they're going to get stuck like that.
Quit crying, or I'm gonna give you a reason to cry.
Or if you stick your tongue out, it's going to freeze like
Freeze
that.
like that. You know. You're not the brightest crayon in the box. You know.
Sharpest tacks.
Oh.
I mean, it's kind of weird, but I'm trying to see if you do in or do someone in. What did that mean? I'm going to do him in.
I'm gonna do him in.
What did that mean? I'd forgotten about that one.
That is an old one. Yeah, I'm gonna do him in. That means that you're gonna do something horrible to him.
Yep. A fool and his money are soon parted.
That's in the Bible. High waters means your pants are too short. I remember that. Go to school, kids look at you and go, boy, you got some high waters on today, ain't you?
Wipe that
look off your face, boy. As bright as a burnt-out light bulb. You're a hamburger shy of a Happy Meal.
Now, I've heard that one quite often, too.
You go to bed laughing, you'll wake up crying. You're so ugly, your mama had a tie bone around your neck to get the dogs to play with you. Now, I've heard that one.
Leap of Faith says she picked 40 pounds of rattlesnake beans in the last 2 weeks.
Whoa!
Wow. 2 days, in the last 2 days. Yeah. That's great. Who knows what cheaters were back in the day? Now, I didn't even know this one. I'd never seen this one before, but what are cheaters? What was it? What did it stand for?
Oh,
Wait.
No, but we just did that
I need
here
to get my cheaters. Hold on.
The guy said that to us a few weeks ago when we went to a certain place here in town to get something for you.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, the new
Glasses.
guy.
Chip Signal got it.
The new guy at the eye doctor place there, he said, oh, you cheaters.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
It was glasses, yeah, and I didn't know that. I had not really heard that. Maybe he did say that, and I remembered that, but when I saw it, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, snapping turtles won't let go until it thunders. Well, I tell you what, if a snapping turtle bites you, he's going to cut your finger off.
It doesn't matter that he doesn't.
Doesn't matter. He may hold it till then. You may not get it back.
I know you're guilty is written all over your face.
You know that thingamabobber? What is your thing? A thingy?
Yeah, thingy. I say something about thingy.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
One
card shy of a full deck.
The beehive
hairdo. I remember those. Yeah.
That and the what is it? Brill cream. A little dab will do you.
Yeah, Brill cream was a little dab will do you.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grease.
When we were kids, we had those like military style haircuts, called them a flat top. Man, you had a little Brill cream and your hair stood straight up.
Mine is stinging. Now, I remember that, but 9 cents.
If you lie, your nose will grow.
Taller than the lady's hairdo, the closer to God. That's why they went up with their hair.
It's raining cats and dogs, or whatchamacallit.
Thingamajig.
Yeah.
Thingamabob or something. I don't forget.
Not the brightest light on the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Dippity-doo. Remember that?
Oh,
Dippity-doo.
That Mama had that. That was that pink.
Yeah.
Pink gook.
Yep.
And she would take and dip her fingers in it and run it down and then put her little curl on there and curl it up, and then she'd have a little curl there and she'd leave it till the next morning and take it down and it was all kinky curly. I remember the smell of dippity doo.
I do too.
That was
a doohickey.
Yeah, a doohickey. I say that a lot too.
Cold as a well digger's butt in somewhere. Idaho, they always used to say here.
Say Idaho because Idaho must be pretty quick.
When I was knee high to a grasshopper. You're as cold as ice.
Yeah.
You're not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
I'm going to get sleepy.
Okay. We got 1 minute to 9 o'clock, guys. We got to
prayer request.
Put your prayer request in here. We have one to remember tonight. That somebody
reap what you sow.
Reap what you sow's brother passed away.
You want to remember them. All the people that's in Louisiana. Just because y'all are in Louisiana. No, I'm just joking.
No.
No, because they're not in Mississippi.
Right. I've done it with Broussard.
Broussard, all theirs. I think they had a wonderful day today, and it seemed like a great time yesterday. The ones that were getting together yesterday, and then they're all of them traveling back home.
There are people in California with earthquakes. Baker mom said my brother's in ICU with kidney failure.
My wife,
Had to get her blood sugar under control.
Nikki Stanley.
Someone's son's recovering from a bad car accident, Dawn said.
Nikki Stanley has to get her blood count up, I think, blood count.
Denise is having surgery the 12th.
Pray for all of them to have a safe trip home.
Back home, yes. All the people in California, that is true.
And two, we need to pray for people in Middle America and even down all over because everybody's having some type of weather. How is Danny's daughter doing? She has found out she is not having surgery right now. I do remember her message, and she's got to do a lot of lifestyle changes. She's got to do
lifestyle changes and some dietary
changes, things like that. And they're hoping to control her situation with that. And if not, there will be surgery in the future if she doesn't get it all straightened out with those two things.
Yeah.
And let's see, I'm trying.
Christy said her sister's not well. Okay.
Oh wait, I need to say one.
We got one more thing here to do.
Before I forget, anybody that does not have a good kitchen scale, a digital kitchen scale, go over to Crazy Days. That's my channel, Crazy Days. I put up a video yesterday, I think, or the day before. I'm giving one of those kitchen scales away. And those things come in handy. I used them today to weigh things that we got at the You Pick It. It weighs up to 11 pounds. That little bitty thing that's thin, it fits in a drawer. Go watch the video, comment, and I'll draw probably tomorrow and announce the winner tomorrow evening or the next day.
Yeah. Oh, they said, oh, did you do the giveaway yet?
No, that's going to be tomorrow. Okay. Crazy Days. I don't know. Maybe somebody picked the link up. It is CRAZY on YouTube. Somebody might can. What is the name of the veggie peeler I use? What's the name of the knives?
Oh. It is just slipping my head. It's
Y'all don't ask me too many questions tonight because my brain.
Because we're
What is it called?
This is terrible.
Help! What's the name of those? Somebody know what the name of it is? It's the name of the knives. Y'all know the knives, the whatever. Gosh.
That's terrible. As many of them things as we buy.
We all know.
We own all of them.
I've got 2 or 3 of the peelers because I only had one, and I ordered some more because.
Rada.
That's it, Rada.
Rada.
Okay, I knew they knew. They know.
Yeah, it's Rada.
Richard says pray for his brother. Yeah, Rada. That was it.
Yeah.
And so Brenda's putting up Crazy Days link if you want to go over. But the kitchen scale is really a sleek, neat little thing, and I used it today to weigh several things, and we got a video coming up Monday where I used it, and I think you can weigh up to 11 pounds.
11
but
pounds.
Somebody asked, did it zero out, like if you put a pan on it, would it zero out? And I didn't know the answer to answer it on the comments. So today when I was weighing, I took a big bowl, put it on it, and hit start, I think, and it zeroed out, and then I put the peppers in it and weighed them. And so, yes, it will zero out if you put a pan on it, and it will do.
Yeah, okay. All right. Go over to Crazy Days, watch the video when it comes out, leave a comment.
It's already out.
And your name will be where you'll be
I'll just draw
do the randomizer.
The randomizer, yeah.
And she will pick a winner, and you will be the proud owner of a new digital scale for your kitchen. It comes with the battery.
Yeah, 2 batteries.
Yeah, 2 batteries, so you don't have to worry about getting a battery for it. We really like it.
And it takes and does
it does ounces and Grams?
milliliters, whatever, milliliters.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody asked did it do grams, and I don't know. I don't know that right off if it goes that.
I'm pretty sure it does.
If it goes that small, I have no clue. I'll have to play with it.
Milliliter is smaller than a gram, so I mean.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought grams was liver. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'd have to, but I know it does the milliliters because I put it on there and that's what it went to.
Okay. Okay, we got to have a prayer where we can get off here and let these people get some rest tonight. Father, we thank you so much, and we love and appreciate you, and we just ask that you watch over everyone here tonight. Thank you for those that's been in the chat. And Lord, just pray that you'll bless each and every one of them. And Father, those that's been at the Broussards down at the Bayou Bash, Lord, that they'll just, they'll all have safe trips home, and that they had a blessed time, and everything went well, and that things just, I just said they would just enjoy one of those company, and maybe they learned something while they were there now. It's always good to be around like-minded people. And Father, we have so many people that's having surgery, so many people in the hospital, so many people with some loved ones that's sick. Some of them have their own problems. Some of them have some kidney problems. Lord, I remember seeing all these things in there and just tons of physical issues going on. And cancers and blood work needing to be done, all these things, Father. And we're just praying for all these people that have all these physical issues, Father, that they will literally be healed. And if not healed, then they'll find the right medication. And if not, then they'll have grace to deal with whatever it is that they're facing. But most of all, Lord, that you might be edified and glorified through their sickness now and their ailments. And Father, we know that there are people who have financial issues. Some's looking for a homestead to buy. We just pray that you'll give them the right homestead, give them the financial resources they need to be able to pay for what they need to pay for. And Father, there's lots of people who have strongholds in their life. We pray that you can break those strongholds down and give them victory over those problems in their life now. And Father, for the victims of the earthquakes out in California, they need our blessings, and we just pray for them. That they won't have any more damage than what they've had, and they'll be able to recover. Lord, for the condition of our country, the farmers in our country, the loss of crops in our country, Father, the famine that we're facing coming in the next several months, and just the condition of our country in a whole, Father. The situation in Iran, as it seems to be continually getting worse, we pray about that, Father, and ask that you work with that in a mighty way, and be with our president, give him wisdom in all areas of his life now. And Father, as we leave this chat tonight, may you go with each and every one of us and grant us a beautiful, peaceful night's rest so that we can rise tomorrow to go about our daily routine now. We ask these things in thy name. Amen.
Yeah, and I've got, I'm trying to think, there was something went through my mind. Oh, I've reworked the descriptions in the starting today, future videos started a couple of days ago, the descriptions, but any of our older videos may take me a long time to get them all done. I'm working on a website. We already have one up, but I'm creating a new one.
Yeah.
And then when we get the new one up, we will start promoting it a little bit. Hopefully have like some Amazon links and things. I have some on the old one, but it's kind of jumbled. I'm going to try to have a little more uniform to it, but the website may have to go up with just very basic information and then me work on it as I have time. But I am trying to get it where we can gear a little more toward the website a little bit. And Patreon, I have a video or two coming up this week. And let's see, what else? I'm trying to get it all kind of fixed where this winter we can head to the cabin and things are kind of uniform, and yes. I don't have to work as hard on everything. So
yeah. And guys, if y'all hadn't checked out Patreon, go over and check it out. We have several videos over there about the cabin build. We have videos over there about what's going on in the country. So we're able to talk about things over there that we freely can't talk about here on YouTube. So while it's still available, go check it out. I think you'll enjoy the Patreon channel.
And so, guys, we will see y'all later. We already got Monday. The You Pick It
The
Monday.
You Pick It Monday.
Yeah. I do a comparison, so y'all will see the comparison on Monday.
Yes. Okay, Christy says, now I'm yawning. Okay.
I can't help it. I'm tired.
We are wore out. We have got to go and get our rest for tonight. And you guys have a wonderful and a blessed night. And we will see you on the next video.
And thank you, Chip.
Thank you, Chip, and the others who donated.
I know there was somebody else. And
yeah, there were 2 others. Thank y'all for all your donations tonight. We really, definitely appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you guys from Deep South Homestead.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.